What's up on Power Riders Crew? Today we're continuing another video of my DIY Fender Deletes on Rust Bucket. Check them out. I released the video how I made the bracket that bolsters the core support, then how to make the contour of how I made the 1-inch tubing follow along the hood contour there. You can see how it kind of follows along. I've got the hood popped up right now, but you see how it follows along right through there. Then the video we're looking at today is going to be how I managed to put the 1-inch tubing bolted into the core support, or welded into the core support. Now, according to my stats on the YouTube videos, you guys are enjoying this DIY Fender Delete videos and such. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm glad you guys are really checking it out. And I hope you'll learn something from it and how to build your own. So, hey, come on now. It's enough of this gab. Let's just get on with the video. Here's a tool tip for you. If you ever put one of these clamps on so daggone tight, you're trying to push and push and push, and this thing does not want to come off. There's a simple way to do it. Because sometimes if you just go ahead and you grab it like it's your hair, it ends up either pinching the snot out of you or smacking the crap out of you. One of the two, either way you look at it, it ends up being painful. Hammer time. Take your hammer backwards, hook like this. That pushes that lever down and separates it a little bit. Take the hammer, goes in like this, push down, and there you go. Okay, let's test fit. It's about right. I need to take a little bit off this side right here and taper it backward a little bit, because for one, because when I put the plate in, the thickness of the 3/16 is going to push it out past this character line, so I want it to match over there. So I got to taper this back a little bit, which will make this perpendicular to this. And plus, that taper back will allow the thickness of the 3/16 plate to come in here and make it even with this character line like it does over there. So I'm going to take my grinder, put the grinder head on it, and take a little bit of this off right here. Now we got that in ground back a little bit. When I put that 3/16 plate in, it's going to fit about right with that contour right there. So we're about good to go. So I'm going to get this thing set up and I'm going to tack it in place, and I'll be back in a bit. Let's get you guys caught up with where we're at. I've got this tack welded in. This brace right here, I've got it welded in. Going from the bottom of this to this to give it support, obviously. Okay, I told you on the last camera shot that I was going to get that tacked in. Okay, you see, tacked in. You just probably wonder why the heck is it sticking out like that. Now I don't remember when we were on the other side over on the driver's side. I did film some of that, so I'm not sure how much of it I got. So I'll tell you guys again. We see right here. I'll tell you what. First, let's go to the driver's side so you can see what's going on over there. You see that big square hole that I had over there? It's going to be for the driving light, not driving light, for rock light, and this is one of those turn signal bars right here. And you see how I've got it welded in, blended in, all that fun stuff. So you kind of see where I'm going with this. I had all that extra plate hanging out here like this right here, and once I got it beaten, got it tacked into the proper places, I'm going to take the hammer and beat that sucker in till it touches this plate here, then I'll tack it in place and make it stay. Right here you see is where there's a bolt up inside there that I had to make clearance for. So I get a piece of square tubing to make a little area right there to clear that out. So back over here, I run me a solid bead down through there, not hitting my metal. Look at that, shoot, sweet. Tacked in up here, tacked in there because I don't want that top to move, but I did not tack it there because I'm going to take a hammer, beat this whole thing back to close up this gap right here. And once I get that gap closed in, then I'll tack it down here, here, so on up through there, and I'll burn the weld in there, try to get that done. Then once I get this right here put in, then we're going to take care of that hole right there, or that bolt. Y'all saying, oh, you're not getting that bolt out. Yeah, I will. Take the plasma cutter, notch that out, take the bolt out, 1-inch tubing to create a place to run the bolt in, and that's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to give me a hammer time, beat that rascal right there in place and tack it in. Now before I get all crazy trying to beat that in place, what we need to do first is put this in here, because what that's going to do is support this right here. But in order to put this in, you don't go like right here and say, I'm going to trace it out like that. Yes, well, in a way you do, but what you want to do first is, because this surface right here has to be perpendicular to this surface here, sitting flat against it, you get in here and you center the bolt, the square right here, center it with the bolt like this, set it flush against this plate here, mark it here, and mark it there. That establishes your center. It's come through here. If you cut the tubing just a little bit too long and let it project out right here, you can weld it, then try and grind it flat, and it'll flush it out with the metal out here. So now that we got that established, now we've got that location. Sit right along here. Stay. Here. We come take the plasma, cut that out. And that'll allow me, one, to get that bolt out, and two, put this in place and get it welded in place so it supports all this through here. Now you see that this 1-inch tubing sits flush against that, and we need to cut the tubing. So you're just taking mark here, here, and here. Now what that's going to do is going to be like a multi-angle cut because of the way this surface is all set up. This is going to be shallow, this is going to be deeper, or taller and shorter, however you want to look at it. Of course, it's going to be kicked at an angle. You can see as the marks come around like that, this being here, the outside. So I got my little cut, and you can see this cut's going to be from right here to about right there, and play connecting dots about like that. And y'all thinking, well, how are you going to get your bolt back in? Well, I got one of those, using an Allen wrench, put it beside there. That's how I'm going to get the bolt back in. Instead of using that, I use the shoulder bolt with an Allen wrench, stick it upside there, tighten it up. It's going to be all good. And there you go. Now just take the bolt that's got the hex key, I just stick it upside there, tighten it up. And I pushed my weld in pretty hard right there, so I'm probably going to get a die grinder, get her clean this up. And I tapered this back because when I put the metal right here on this edge, it's going to come back and blend into this. And when I burn the weld in, then I'll probably again get the die grinder come and clean up the inside of this, but it'll all blend and make it look all one fluid piece. And I still got to finish my welds down here. Those are just tacked in. So yep, there we are. Now we get my metal to shape it down through here. Get that tied into this right here. Then we'll put that piece in place. Now that's just ugly, ain't it? That's just terrible. Right down here, I'll just stack my welds inside here, fill up that gap. Right through here, I was like, what the crap's going on with my welder? Apparently I bumped my wire speed and turned my wire speed up too high, and it would just spit and spluttering everywhere, wouldn't lay a bead right. And I walked over, looked at my welder. Yeah, my wire speed was turned wide open. So yeah. Okay, back here. Okay, I've got some tack places in right here. Just hold it against this plate right here. So I'll take my plasma cutter, get in behind here, trim all this excess stuff off all the way through here, kind of flush out as much as possible. Then at that point, I can burn my welds all the way into the plate. Then come back with a grinder and flush it out with the metal and everything. It'll be all one piece and appear to be all one fluid solid piece, no seams. Sweet. Figured out what was wrong with the plasma cutter. Wrong ground clamp. Oops. The beauty about running plasmas is that, like with a torch, you get so much slag crap hanging over that you gotta end up grinding the slag off. With a plasma, you get a little bit of slag hanging over, but you can take a hammer and just chip that slag right off. It's super easy. And plasmas are not as expensive as they used to be. After you take the plasma cutter, flush it out and everything, then you come back with a grinder, flush all this out real good, because you can see your seam right down through there. So now I'm going to take the welder, run it right down through there, and weld those plates together. And I just lost another grinder. The head, the gears in the head just totally stripped out. Oh well, always something. Alright, get her done. I was going through my footage and realized that I cut the footage off very abruptly where I wrapped this up right here, and I was about to run the weld down this side right here. So I'm going to come here and give you guys a little bit of a finishing touch, a finishing video here. That's it. But as you can see, I still got to make me a little piece right here. I want to contour it kind of, not steps and all, but just kind of make it a contour like this right here and bring it in to fill in that gap right there. And there was a comment about on one of my past videos is whenever I released how to make a plate that bolts to the core support right here, how to get the top bolts out. Well, here's how I get my bolts out. This right here, when I pull this out, my bolts are behind this right here that are right there. You can see the head up right there. So my rock light has got those bolts right there covered. So I pull the rock light out, boom, right there's those bolts. Right here's one up inside here, and I got two right here. And that's all there is. I hope y'all learned a little something from this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and leave me some cool comments down below. Now, let's give you guys where these fenders are going next. So obviously, I've got no inner fenders. It's going to come in behind. This is the new shock tower right here from Rough Stuff. I'm going to have a piece of bar stock coming across right here. It's going to circle back around, come in behind the shock tower here, then come back and join here. The reason I'm not putting that in yet, for one, I gotta get these welded in, and the reason I can't get those welded in yet, because I want to finish my floor pans and all stuff like that. Because you see right there, that's all 3/16 plate welding the floor in, so it's battle ready. But once that, then I gotta bring the tub off the frame, bring all this right here, coming in, bringing it off the frame, finish bracing the frame. Then my tummy tuck, you can see right there's my skid plate and all that stuff. All that's gonna go upward to give me more ground clearance, so I don't need as much lift. So once I get all the tummy tuck done, all that, then I set the body back down on it. That's gonna help me make up my decisions as to where I'm gonna bring the inner fenders around. So the inner fenders will be a little bit off before I get to that part. This area right here, I've got some perforated steel. It's got like 1/4-inch holes in it, something like that. I want to do some cool stuff behind that, probably to extract heat. I might put some cool lighting behind it. Who knows, I might try to figure out some way to put me a Power X logo right there. That'd be kind of cool. So down in the comments, let me know what you think. Do you like that contour, how it falls along that hood right there? And one thing I'm also thinking about doing at one point is making me some bar stock. I have set me some bar stock come through here, some 1-inch, drill and tap holes through here, and to make them removable. So here in Tennessee, you don't need fenders. There's no fender law for just for commercial vehicles, but for regular rigs like this, we got no fender laws, so I can do what I want to. But in the event that I go to a place where it does have a fender law and I don't want to catch no smack, I'm gonna build me some removable fenders where they'll bolt on right here and they'll come out like to here, and they'll circle back around and come in, blending into this. Now I got to just come up underneath here with the bolts and unbolt them or bolt them in. Now if I put them on, I'll bolt them in. If I'm taking them off, I'll unbolt them, bring them off. And I'll probably have me some sexy stainless steel bolts through here to make them look all pretty and stuff. So anyway, that's what's going on next, but those are going to be some videos on down the road. So like I said, if you enjoyed this video, you learned a little something from me, hit it with a thumbs up, subscribe if you have, leave me some cool comments down below. And I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Peace out. Later, y'all.